Reggie, did you see the interview where Master P and Snoop were talking with each other, and Master P talked about going to the prison and telling Suge, "Look, Snoop wants to do his own thing. We want him. What do you want for him?" And Snoop said something smart about like, "Oh, he didn't negotiate, he negotiated," or something like that. Did you see that little clip?
Yeah. It's unfortunate that, and I truly like Master P. Tell you, Master P has always gave us respect when I had to deal with him on the times, but Master P is outright lying. He never went up to the prison. It was Brian Turner that went up and negotiated and made that deal happen. It was Snoop, it was Suge's ideal to have Master P involved in the deal. Because it was initially, y'all done heard the story about how Leo Corn came up there, was trying to get him on Def Jam, couldn't come up with the number, said that Columbia was only willing to give them $7 million or something like that for it. And then that's when Suge took it back to Jimmy and Brian and Turner, which was Priority and Interscope. They were supposed to do a combined deal. It's funny to me how his boy, Dre, didn't want to step in and get involved. But I really think Dre is the one that smashed on the deal to make it happen. Because Jimmy all of a sudden pulled out and said he didn't want to be in the Snoop Dogg business. Um, and so that's when Suge came up with the ideal and said, Brian, you know, build it towards P. And since he wanted to do stuff over there with Master P, because he had did a song on Master P's, one of his albums, that Master P and them know he had to pay $100,000 for. And he sent that money over right quick when I sent a letter over there to him. And, you know, Master P was like, yeah, what they want, how much they want. And he cut that check right quick for 100 G's. But so that's why I always say P has always been cool and respectful. But Snoop, I mean, P's lying. He never went up to the prison to see or meet with Suge. It was always Brian Turner. And it was really Suge's ideal to get P involved in it. Hey, Mac 10 could have probably got it if he had the money. Mac 10 said he wanted to do something with Snoop. That would have been funny. I would have loved to see that. But and it probably could happen because Brian Turner was both of their distributors, and so he elected to go the P route because P was hitting home runs 97, 98, 99. P was on top of the game until Def Jam took it back over with Jay and DMX and Redman and Method Man and all that. Man. And so. Yeah, that's what happened. I hate that Master P is spilling that lie because that's not what happened. He never went up to the prison and met Suge. I know that for a fact. Because if they would have met, like P said, and anybody that knows Suge, then that phone call would have never been made to when he allegedly said about LA being big enough for the both of us and all of that. Because they would have been partners if they had met and knew each other and met each other on different circumstances. Suge is the type of dude that get up under niggas like that, that's hitting home runs and stuff like that. It's like his relationship would have been like Jay Prince was until that Virgin deal happened, that Two-Face deal fell through. It would have been like it was with Irv Gotti now. I'm not saying it would have stayed like that, but at one point it would have been like that, you know? That's this Suge. And that's only speaking to the people that really know Suge and know how they get down is. Most of y'all wouldn't understand that. And y'all be like, oh, y'all know, because y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. Y'all just know what y'all heard, what y'all read. So, heard it, saw it. I'm telling y'all, that's a lie. I controlled the visits. Y'all listen to anybody that knew who came to the prison. his women, his mom and daddy had set dates, but Suge would say, "Moms and pops coming today? If not, have this person come or have this person come." Reggie and Suge controlled who came and was in that visiting room because you can only get 4 visitors a day, and other than him would be the 5th person or myself. And so we kept it. We used to call it crash. Like, oh, somebody trying to crash. And that'd usually be a baby mama out there tripping. Usually Stormy coming up there, popping up, trying to force her way in. And then she'd have to convince whoever that was sitting there to leave so he could see his son, Lil Suge. But yeah. But no, why? P did make it happen with Brian for Snoop, but that ain't factual how the story went. And so I don't know if he just been telling Snoop that, or if that's the story that they just made up for that particular interview. I'm telling y'all, believe what y'all want. Reggie's a liar, right? It didn't happen though. Guarantee y'all.
What do you think is the reason? Like, why do you think Snoop says what he says, and now Master P is saying what he's saying? Do you think it's because so many interview clips were inserted into the dialogue of the All Eyes on Me movie that if there's going to be a Snoop or a Death Row one, if they say all this stuff in interviews, then once it's inserted into the movie, if people go to research it, then they're like, oh, I guess it is true because he talked about it 2 years ago?
Oh, that's definitely why. Oh, I know. Everybody know. Anybody that's on YouTube and smart in this entertainment know that people can easily get manipulated. Y'all argue with me about shit about Right Way or Death Row from 97 to 2002. Stuff that I know. This is stuff I personally done. And y'all tell me, oh, this is what happened or this is what happened. The last thing that y'all heard, y'all tend to believe. And so you put that narrative out there. I don't know. I can't blame it on Snoop on this particular one with Master P. Because Master P could have told him, yeah, I went up there and got you off and all of that. He could have made it seem that particular way to him. I don't know how that conversation went because I wasn't privy to it. I'm just telling you, Master P knows it's not factual. He has never been up to the penitentiary to see Suge. He's never. When? Who made the arrangements? When did it happen? I know that because I was his scheduler. I wore so many hats for Suge Knight. I was really Suge Knight from 1997 to 2002. I knew everything that was going on and every move that was being made, other than whatever he was lying and whispering into whoever was sitting next to him at the time. He might have told them some bullshit or whatever, but other than those little private conversations between, I knew about. Even if it was on the phone with him on the phone talking to somebody, I knew because Roy and Cedric, did the 3-way call for him, because he didn't call too many people directly. Because he didn't know their numbers by heart, other than his two main women. Other than those two, Roy or Cedric was making the 3-way call. And they would tell me what happened. Oh, that nigga mad about this, or he's saying this, or they would give me heads up. What type of relationship I had with everybody. So, yeah, it wasn't no private meetings. That I didn't know about. But their reasoning for doing it is just because the last thing that people hear is what y'all generally believes. For the most part. I'm not saying everybody. A lot of y'all can read through bullshit or think y'all do. But y'all need to give up those jobs. I always tell y'all in the comments. Stop working at McDonald's or Walmart, and you need to go work for the CIA. If you can read body language is that good. You need to have a better job. I can read when motherfuckers lying and telling a lie. But then, motherfucker, why you on YouTube and why you about to go to work at fucking Walmart or McDonald's if you that good? You need to have a better job. You need to go work at the county fair and sit at a booth and tell some motherfucker some truth, because you'll make a lot of money if you tell one motherfucker, damn, I don't know this motherfucker, and he just told me my life story. You get 2 or 3 motherfuckers to tell you that, you're going to make a whole bunch of money. You can't tell when a motherfucker lying or stuff like that. Motherfuckers just talking about, oh, because he scratched his head when he said that, or he rubbed his ear. Man, motherfucker, my ear itched. Sorry for going on that tantrum, John. I have to check these motherfuckers that be in the comment section every now and then. They be getting out of line. And, you know. Yeah.